Right then, hello, welcome back everyone. I know it's been a while, but I am back, and what a video to come back on, because in today's video I will be talking to you about the mid-range to luxury gift ideas that you might want to consider when buying something for the photographer in your life. Okay, so I know it's been a while, but there has been a lot happening in the world and people are living in very different circumstances. So there have been quite a few changes with my working environment and home life as well. So that's why I'm not filming in the usual place. I'm filming here, trying out different things. I haven't quite settled yet about where to do the rest of my videos. So I hope the setting is okay. Anyway, right, I'm going to take a sip of this and we'll get right to that list. Okay, before I start properly, I do have a video for the more budget-friendly gift items for photographers who might just be starting out. So if that's what you're after, then do click on the link above or in the description box down below. I'll put the link down there as well. But this particular video is kind of from the mid-range to the luxury items for photographers who may have been doing it for a while, and so they might want to upgrade their equipment, or they might want to add a few other things that they don't already have. But basically, they're photographers who already have the basic kit. And so these items are a little bit more spendy. I'll start with the kind of mid-range ones and then work up to the more expensive ones. Okay, so number one is actually books. Now, I don't mean the how-to books. What I mean is basically the lovely fine art books that concentrate on one genre of photography, or maybe concentrate on one particular photographer, a particular artist. And I do love those types of books because they serve as inspiration for photographers in general. I do class them as a bit more of a kind of mid-range or luxury item, because when you're first starting out and you're learning photography, you're probably looking at more the how-to books and those types of things instead of the beautifully printed kind of fine art paper type books. Okay, so number two is a subscription to an editing software. Now, most of the photographers I know actually edit and catalog their photos with Adobe products, Adobe Lightroom in particular, and sort of do more fine editing in Photoshop. Now, they are quite expensive and they're on a subscription basis. So one thing to do is you could look at buying a subscription for a year in Amazon. I will put the link down below, and even if they've already got a subscription going, they could add this onto it and then extend their subscription, which is quite useful. Now, personally, I don't actually like the subscription model, so I've actually gone over to something called Capture One, which is sort of an amalgamation of Lightroom and Photoshop, if you like. So you can actually edit with layers in the same program, which I find really useful. So I will also put a link to Capture One down below. They do give you an option to either purchase outright, so that you've got a standalone product and you don't have to buy another one again if you don't want to, or you have the subscription based product as well, if that's what they prefer to have. Oh, by the way, it's worth mentioning that this video is not sponsored in any way. It's all based on my own opinion, so take that with a grain of salt. There may be a few links down below which are associate links, but the description box will explain about that in detail. But generally speaking, no one's sponsoring me to make this video. Number three is additional storage. So for all those digital photographers out there, we all know that we take hundreds and hundreds of photos, and we are always appreciative of additional storage. So personally, I have a lot of portable hard drives. They are quite big in size. Not just the actual storage capacity, but kind of quite chunky because I got them a little while ago and they sit on the bookshelf. But nowadays you can get the tiniest hard drives, portable hard drives that actually store, 1 terabyte of data. So I'll link one of those below for you as well. They're very thin, they're very portable, and yeah, they're great. Okay, so number 4 is an upgrade to what all photographers will have already, and that's a camera strap. So what I mean by an upgrade to their camera strap is maybe you can get them an extra special one. I personally use a holdfast money maker. That's what it's called, because for work, I use 2 cameras at the same time. And so that kind of balances me out. I have one on one side and the other one is hanging on the other side. And they're really comfortable. They are leather. They do have non-leather options for those of you who are vegans. So do take a look at their link down below. And also I know that they're doing a Black Friday deal, so jump on over to their website. Oh, and the good thing about the Holdfast money maker system as well is that if you shoot with one camera, like most people just shoot with one camera and not two, like, a lot of wedding photographers. But if you're just shooting with one camera, then you can hang it on one side, and you can actually have bags, various sizes of lens bags or kind of larger equipment bags on the other side or on the back. So take a look at that as well. Again, sorry, I'm not showing you any of these things. I'm just kind of I'm going to be adding some photos and going to be linking everything down below in the description box. Again, it's because we're kind of moving everything around in the house. And so I've got everything stored away in very strange places at the moment. So I can't get them all to show you. So sorry about that, but I will link everything down below. Okay, so number 5 is a tripod. Now, I don't personally use it a lot. It has come in handy once or twice in my work, but as I said, I don't use it a lot, so I have a very basic tripod. Now, obviously, other photographers will be different from me and they might actually use a tripod a great deal. And so a really good one or an upgrade from the basic model might be really appreciated. So I'm kind of thinking about, travel photography, landscape sort of photographers, or even, well, obviously if you're doing video as well, doing videography as well as photography, then having a tripod and a good base is essential. So yeah, so there's lots of other people who would find tripods essential. And the one that I kind of like the look of, which is kind of really durable and very lightweight as well at the same time, if you're kind of doing hiking and that kind of thing, is the Manfrotto Be-Free. So I will link that down below. They have lots of extra kind of bells and whistles as well, sort of special ball heads and things like that. So take a look down below. Okay, number 6 is a fun one. It's a Lensbaby. Now, a little while ago, I did a video about freelancing, something called freelancing. It's sort of you kind of take more creative shots, if you like, and I'll link the video up here. But basically, a Lensbaby is a lens for an interchangeable lens camera, and that kind of gives you the same effect as the free lensing, but the lens is attached to the camera, and you have a few more options and a little bit more control over the photo that you're taking. But they are fun and you can get some, as I said, kind of creative shots with them. So that's something fun that you could maybe have a look at. Also, they are very similar to tilt and shift lenses, which are made by a lot of kind of lens manufacturers now as well. But again, tilt and shift lenses have a particular use for buildings and kind of perspective. But again, you can use it for a more kind of arty creative shot, but they will be more expensive because they're more kind of robust and they're made for a different purpose than the Lensbaby, which will be cheaper. Okay, so number 7 is bags. Now, bags, you can never have too many bags, in my opinion. This is because obviously a lot of photographers' equipment are very expensive, and you have to protect them when you're traveling and when you're moving around. So bags are really useful. My particular bags are very utilitarian and very boring, if you like, but you know, they protect my gear, and obviously I'm working, so I want it to be kind of as nondescript as possible. But there are absolutely gorgeous bags out there that don't look like camera bags. So these bags are camera bags that do not look like camera bags, and yeah, they're lovely. Loads of companies. I will list them all down. Well, I won't list them all down below because there's absolutely loads of them, but I'll list my favorite ones. My favorite ones are Owner bags, Kelly Moore bags, and Joe totes. I'll list them down below. Okay, so the next one is not strictly for photographers. The next one is a GoPro, getting a GoPro. Now, they're very fun little cameras that, you know, obviously take video. So it's kind of more towards videography. But if you're a photographer and you're thinking about going towards videography, then little GoPro cameras are just, you know, really fun because you can attach them to different things. You can attach them to yourself and get sort of footage of, you know, what you're looking at or of movement. And yeah, no, they're really fun. So that could be a great kind of fun addition to a photographer's kit. Right, okay, number 9. I'm getting through this quite quickly, aren't I? So for those who do a lot of editing, the next one is a loop deck. I will stick a photo in here. So instead of using keyboard and mouse, use Loop Deck, which has handy little knobs and buttons to control all your editing. Okay, number 10, last but not least. This is coming a little bit from the left field because it's my actually something that's a favorite of mine, but you might also be interested in going back to old-fashioned film photography. So that's my 10th suggestion, is maybe look at an old-fashioned camera, an old-fashioned film camera. There are still film being made today, and there are still labs who actually develop them. So you don't have to have your own darkroom in your place. You can send them off and get them developed. So yeah, that's something that's very close to my heart. I do still have quite a few old-fashioned film cameras. So I might actually do a video about that later on. So yeah, that's my 10th suggestion. Get them an old-fashioned film camera and some film. I will list the shops that I've bought from before, and then also, you know, check that they're still working and they offer a limited amount of warranty on them as well. So you've got a little bit of peace of mind there. And I will link some of the labs that still develop your film. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do please subscribe and push that notification bell so that you'll get told when I upload my next photo, or my next video even. I don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't done this for a while, but I will get back into the swing of things. I do videos about camera gear, and I also do videos about wedding planning tips because I'm a wedding photographer and a family portrait photographer. So those are the types of videos I make on this channel. So please subscribe. Also share this video with other people who might be interested in it. Oh, and the last thing is, tell me if you found this useful and if you're going to be buying any of it. You know, will you be buying something for the photographer in your life, or are you the photographer who wants to buy something off of this list? Okay, thank you, and see you again next time. I will try to post something next week for you. Bye.